broken by the government. It doesn't follow any precise philosophy of freedom, much as the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution indicate otherwise. It lies, it compromises, it cheats, it steals, it does whatever is expedient. At least the gold standard, pegging each dollar to an amount of actual gold, puts a limit on the government lying to us about the value of our currency and limits the inflation of that currency. But the government took us off the gold standard 4 decades ago. Perhaps our government senses that private ownership of gold could pose a threat to its power to print money arbitrarily. Disturbingly, the recent health care overhaul contained a seemingly unnoticed and unrelated provision tracking and taxing many gold purchases. Now, why do that? Here to explain what they think is behind this move, Lew Rockwell, founder and chair of the Mises Institute, which teaches free market economics, along with Fox Business Network senior correspondent, my buddy Charlie Gasparino. Lew, to you first. Why did the government suddenly, in the midst of a 2,700-page bill, insert a small paragraph that says, if you buy gold, the seller has to report it to us and has to collect a tax on it?
Well, Judge, we need to look back to the days of Franklin Roosevelt when the U.S. government stole the American people's gold, forced everybody to turn in their gold. The government, this government, all governments, they don't like people holding gold because it's an independent value from the government's currency. And right now, as the dollar is endangered here and overseas, they're worried that people might start using gold as a hand-to-hand currency again, thereby hurting the Treasury's and the Fed's plans for who knows what, more socialism, more fascism.
You understand the marketplace better than almost anybody I know. Would we be better off with something stable backing the currency that the government can't control, whether it's gold, silver, or whatever?
You really want me to defend the gold standard?
I want you to be yourself, Gasparino. I'm not going to. You always are.
I can just tell you that this is one of the nastiest things I've ever seen in a long time.
What is?
I mean, this bill. I mean, this little amendment inside healthcare is just off the charts. But I think it's less the conspiracy that you think it is, that the professor thinks it is. It's more of just a chance to tax people, and that's what this administration is dead set on doing, taxing just.
All right, but if I buy shoes or a fountain pen or a nice suit like you're wearing now, the government doesn't get a record of it. But if I buy gold, they keep a record of it. But why is that?
Well, I mean, you know, it sounds conspiratorial, but I just think it's a way to tax people more than, you know, they're just clamping down on average Americans' gold purchases.
Let's be honest. The government wants to know where guns are, and the government wants to know where gold is. Is that so that when it thinks it needs to, it can confiscate those two things from us, as it has done in the past? Lew Rockwell?
Of course it is, Judge, and also gold shows them up. You know, 100 years ago, a man in New York City could buy a nice suit for an ounce of gold. He still can do that today. Of course, the value of the fiat dollar has gone down the drain. It's going further down the drain. They're printing them up like there's no tomorrow. They are taxing us, of course, vastly raising taxes. Charlie's exactly right. They want every dime of ours. They want to know about every dime we spend. But, you know, more than that, they fear gold. It's why, for example, the Federal Reserve has all this vast, many tons of gold underneath the New York Fed and in the vaults. They're not allowed, nobody's allowed to photograph it. This gold has not been audited for 50 years.
You really think that police are going to start knocking down doors and confiscating
Well, it happened in 1933 when FDR signed an executive order confiscating gold.
That's right.
He made the law himself. 3 weeks later, the Congress realized the president can't make laws, so it made it.
A lot of stuff happened in 1933. We had internment camps for Japanese. I mean, this is not 1933. I just don't see that.
The internment camps weren't until 10 years later. But the point is, there is a history of the government confiscating what it doesn't want us to have. You and I kidded about this off air when you said the bill is 2,700 pages long. It's about health care. There's a paragraph in there about gold.
I mean, there's no reason for this to be in here other than, in my view, taxing. I just don't see the Obama administration knocking down doors and stealing people's gold.
This is a federal.
I'm just not going to go there. Listen, I agree with some of your conspiratorial theories, but not this one.
It's conspiracy theories, not conspiratorial theories.
Whatever. Thank you.
Lou, this is a federal sales tax. You already pay a state sales tax whenever you buy anything, from shoes to eyeglasses to gold. This is the feds collecting a sales tax on gold. We've not seen a federal sales tax before, have we? Lou.
Well, the government, of course, would like to have a federal sales tax on everything, but no, they specifically fear gold. They fear gold in the hands of the people.
Why?
And they want to target it.
Why
and
do they fear-
they're
why don't
certainly
they just-
capable of going door to door to get our guns, too, by the way.
What does the government fear about gold circulating amongst people, being used as a currency, Lou?
Because it's competition, and because they realize that the whole paper dollar business is based on people believing in it. And once people stop believing in the paper dollar, then exactly as
Are we
happened
really
in
there?
Germany during their great
Are we-
inflation,
we're not- you know,
we're
we're
going
not-
to see
well, we're not-
prices go crazy.
We're not even close.
We got 30
Because it
seconds.
weakens the
Keep giving
government.
story.
Yeah,
Got it.
my
Charlie.
I don't believe in the conspiratorial theory that you guys are promoting. I just don't think the government is going to start knocking down doors. Did I say conspiratorial?
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. But you are surprised to see gold being
I just
taxed
can't. I
in
can't
the-
believe it's in this bill. I mean, that is crazy. But I just think it's another way for the Obama administration to tax everything that moves.
Well, the Obama administration will
Don't
tax
trust
anything
the
that
government.
moves. Don't trust the
I
government.
don't, but I'm not.
Don't
I
trust the
just don't.
government.
Listen, I'm not going to lock my door to.
Got it. Got it. Charlie Gasparino, Lou Rockwell, it's a pleasure. Thanks for joining us. We'll do it again.